quite a lot of questions about costs. And I know that this will obviously vary for different people, but what are the sort of average costs that people are looking at just to get that initial visa and perhaps for that initial carte de séjour, that first year residence permit?
Yeah, well, there are the visa booking, the appointment fees that are ranged between 20 euros to maybe 80 more or less. And once you arrive in France, you have to pay a tax, which is around 225 euros per person. And basically that's it. Then you have maybe the cost of gathering the documents that you need. For instance, if you're in France and you want to renew your visa, it's mandatory to have a birth certificate that needs to be translated, not by any translator, but by a translator that is registered in a French court of appeal. And this is a mistake also that we see a lot. These are little costs, but that you need to take into account before making the request.
So, in regard to costs, unfortunately, the biggest expense very often, depends on the age band, but it will be private medical insurance. So it depends. Let's say someone in his early 60s, probably would be something like 2,000 per person for a whole year. But so that's quite an expense. And again, it's a mandatory requirement. Also something, because I've read quite a few comments about this. People hear about that medical exam that they'll need to go. Once you move to France, within the first 90 days, you activate your visa, and then you're provided with an appointment for medical checkups, like you'll get through a scan and stuff like that. But don't worry about this. Basically, no one will say, go back home or something. It's mostly to check actually for contagious disease. Like they literally check for, I forgot the name of the disease, but like things like rabies and stuff like that. I forgot about, but that's literally what they check for. And also for statistics about how healthy or, the people's are. And that's it. Again, they used to be testing out. I'd like that the tasting wine intake, but they don't do it. So they didn't get my proposal. It's a joke.
Yeah, no, that's reassuring for people, though, I think, because I think that can be quite scary when people get the sort of medical check through. For some people, they're not quite sure what that's going to entail.
Even if you have conditions, that's not a problem. Again, they just want to make sure you don't have contagious disease. And, it could be political. Like during COVID, they were checking for this. Are you up to date with your vaccines and stuff like that? But it's kind of business as usual. But that's what they're looking for. That's it. So unless there is a problem,